Tonight, Mayor's reaction, Dawson Creek in state of local emergency. New location, Fort St. John Aquatic Center project moving forward. And strong message, Dawson Creek mural artist covers racist drawings. Good evening and thank you for joining us. We begin tonight with reaction to the city of Dawson Creek declaring a state of local emergency. Mayor Darcy Doper saying due to the ongoing water crisis, the city had to act now to prevent running out of water during the winter season.
Since we've went to stage 3 water restrictions, our community has responded, and our water consumption has dropped dramatically. So it's everybody's doing a great job at conserving water.
The mayor says Dawson Creek still has about 150 days left of water in its reservoir. That's because of the public's effort to conserve water and also because the Cascatena River has had a bit of moisture over the past month. Mayor Dober says declaring a state of local emergency allows the city to access additional resources and support from the province. He says it will help with the short-term plan of pumping water from the Peace River into the city's current reservoir. The city was forced to ask the province for emergency help to get closer to that goal in late September. The city of Fort St. John continuing its effort to bring a new aquatic center to the community. Today, Mayor Lilia Henson announced the new proposed location in the Parkwood Southlands development. The city considering Lot 1, located across from Margaret Ma Murray's Community School. The site was chosen for its convenient location, room for future growth, and ability to serve residents across the city. The mayor says the city has heard from residents that a new aquatic facility is a priority. Back in August, the city took the lead from the Peace River Regional District to replace the North Peace Leisure Pool. Construction on a new facility is expected to begin in 2027. A Dawson Creek mural artist adding to the vibrant art scene of Fort St. John. Alisa Parenteau completing a large mural with a strong message on the side of the Treaty 8 office building.
A message of strength and resilience and Indigenous, that inner beauty and strength that a lot of women that I know, especially in the region, have.
The mural is 25 feet tall and 99 feet wide. Parenteau works as a graphic recording and has been drawing since a kid, but this was her first ever mural. She picked up the brushes in July to begin the transformation of the wall. She decided to take on that challenge after the wall was vandalized in February. Parenteau says hate language and swastikas were drawn on the building. The 34-year-old who used to work at the Treaty 8 office says she found inspiration in a vivid dream she had in 2023. Parenteau says the dream was intense and she could see herself wearing overalls, painting this impressive figure of a Cree woman on a green forest backdrop. She says she woke up, drew what she remembered, and showed it to the Treaty 8 office director, and the rest is history. Parenteau says she completed this demanding project in September with amazing support from the community. Turning to Kelowna now, where the city's airport was targeted by hackers. Videos and pictures inside the terminal show the public address system hijacked and terminal screens with pro-Hamas messaging. Officials with the Kelowna International Airport say a third party gained access to the systems shortly after 5 p.m. Reports from Kelowna indicate the incident occurred for about 2.5 minutes. The airport says they managed to regain control of the system and are investigating the cause. 2 flights were delayed for 10 minutes during the incident. Simon Fraser University is now accepting applications for its new medical school. The first class of doctors will begin next August, and there was more big news from the Surrey campus today with the announcement that some 20,000 patients will be part of the rollout. Penny Daflos explains.
This is where Simon Fraser University's medical school is being built as part of a major development in Surrey. We now know a family medicine clinic will be part of it and accepting patients.
Citizens will inform how we teach. They will be real contributors, so they'll be part of the education process. Not only will they be receiving care, they'll be helping train our future physicians.
The new facility is slated to open by 2030, but the first class of medical students will start in August, and CTV News has learned
We're accepting BC residents only in our first cohort, as well as those from the Yukon and the territories.
applications are now open, and there's already lots of interest.
I grew up here in Surrey. I've seen the opioid crisis here, the tent cities. Being able to be part of a group of students who will go into primary care is something really exciting for me.
To see it like literally across the street from everything, it's just so close by, and it's really a dream come true.
Sometimes you would have to travel outside, but I would rather want to stick to in BC and be around here and local.
That is exactly what the provincial government wants to see.
The new SFU School of Medicine is part of our plan for a resilient and sustainable primary care system, one that supports people today and will continue to serve our children and our grandchildren for years to come.
However, students will be in temporary classrooms for several years, and the first class is small. There's been a tremendous amount of money and effort that's gone into planning this school, but 48 seats just doesn't even seem to be a drop in the bucket when it comes to our need for physicians.
They got to walk before they run. They got 48 students in the first year. It's going to get up to 120 students by the time the school is fully subscribed. But that's not an insignificant number of doctors. Each of those doctors will accept more than 1,000 patients in the community.
As well as the rest of the province, with our population growing every year. Penny Daflos, CTV News, Surrey.
A jarring statistic from the BC Coroner's Service has found that suicide is second most prevalent cause of death amongst young British Columbians, something that the province is hoping to change. A death review panel convened by the BC Coroner's Service has issued 5 recommendations intended to reduce future suicide death. The panel recommends providing young British Columbians with better supports. The report includes the implementation of a provincial suicide risk reduction framework. It takes a specific focus on creating community connections amongst youth and young adults across BC.
An opportunity to leverage existing facilities that are currently owned or leased by the province or municipal governments and to reimagine them as safe, secure spaces for young people to gather or connect. Such spaces could contain support services for youth, but this is not a necessity. The reality is that health is unique to the individual, and as a result, successful strategies to support positive outcomes must be tailored appropriately.
A reminder that if you or someone you know may be experiencing thoughts of suicide, a toll-free BC-wide helpline is available 24/7 at 1-800-784-2433. The federal Conservatives have set their sights on youth unemployment. It's now at the 15th year high and more than double the national rate. They've come up with a plan they say will improve job prospects. CTV's Abigail Beeman looks at the proposal and breaks down the issue.
Keep your hand up if you've applied to more than 20 jobs already.
The latest jobs numbers don't surprise this group of university students.
I must have applied to like 70 jobs or something like that, and most of them just don't get back to you.
Then you have to really push and be desperate for the job if you really want to get anything. And even then, there's all these AI screenings.
While Canada's unemployment rate sits at 7.1%, Statistics Canada puts youth unemployment at 14.7%, the highest since 2010, excluding COVID years.
We are calling on the government to take our constructive ideas and include them in Budget 2025.
The Conservatives released the rest of their youth jobs plan today. New pieces include a 1-year 100% capital cost tax write-off for employers that build housing for employees, and a change to the federal grant and loan financial assistance program to give more help for in-demand fields.
The government should establish a process for making objective determinations about what areas of study are more or less likely to lead to positive career outcomes.
Tax incentives. This is the solution that both Conservatives and Liberals have provided for basically every economic problem for decades.
This economist would like to see a bigger picture response, focus on creating demand, while these students give the Conservative plan mixed reviews.
I think providing housing would give us more opportunities to get those jobs in smaller cities.
You can see a lot of, particularly the schools, pulling away from focusing on the arts, and I feel like by the Conservatives promoting this kind of plan, it may even further that.
The jobs minister's office tells CTV News the Liberal government has created more than 130,000 job opportunities for young people and promises more to say on youth unemployment soon.
To the Maritimes now. Voters in Newfoundland and Labrador have elected a new progressive conservative government, ousting the governing Liberals after 10 years in power.
Pollsters and pundits were saying it was going to be another Liberal majority. But we knew, all of us.
Tony Wakeham's Progressive Conservatives winning 21 of the legislature's 40 ridings. It's a gain of 7 seats, enough to form a slim majority government. Liberal leader John Huggins' party won 15 ridings, while the NDP doubled their seat count to 2. Halloween's top costumes for 2025 have been revealed. According to an annual consumer survey, number 1 this year for kids' costume is Spider-Man. In the US alone, more than 2 million kids plan to dress up as the popular character this year. Second on the list this year is Princess, with number 3 being a witch, and Ghost coming at number 4. Now to the rap battle between Drake and Kendrick Lamar playing out in a courtroom. A federal judge picking a winner, dismissing Drake's defamation lawsuit against their shared label over Lamar's hit song Not Like Us. ABC's Morgan Norwood has more.
They not like us. They not like us. It's the critically acclaimed hip-hop anthem at the center of one of the most famous rap beefs.
Yes, all eyes on me and I'ma send it up the pot.
And this morning, the legal battle over Kendrick Lamar's Not Like Us, a diss track directed at fellow rap superstar Drake, could be near its end after a federal judge tossed Drake's defamation suit against his label, Universal Music Group, determining the song's lyrics in question are non-actionable opinion. Lamar, who is also represented by UMG, is not a defendant, but Drake asked the court to take a look at these lyrics.
Say, Drake, I hear you like I'm young. You better not ever go to cell block 1.
The judge categorizing the lyrics as dealing the metaphorical killing blow, but adding the broader context of a heated rap battle with incendiary language and offensive accusations hurled by both participants would not incline the reasonable listener to believe Not Like Us in parts verifiable facts.
A rap battle historically has always been between two rappers that exchange the most aggressive rhymes that they can in order to insult. What this means for culture going forward is that rap beefs continually will be protected underneath the First Amendment and freedom of speech. This is a part of the culture of hip hop.
Not Like Us was released amid a weeks-long exchange of diss tracks in spring of 2024, and just hours after Drake's Family Matters, which seemingly accused Lamar of cheating on his life partner.
You did it dirty all your life, you tryna make peace. You really about to do it?
Lamar going on to perform the hit at this year's Super Bowl halftime show.
Say, Drake, I hear you like I'm young.
UMG releasing a statement saying from the outset, this suit was an affront to all artists and their creative expression, adding they look forward to continuing their work, successfully promoting Drake's music. Overnight, a spokesperson for Drake telling ABC News they plan to appeal the judge's ruling. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New York.
As the Americans issued a new call for an end to the war in Ukraine, NATO defense chiefs are meeting in Brussels with European countries raising concerns over new threats from Russia.
President Trump knows how to forge peace, to create opportunities in situations, in scenarios where peace seems far off. He and he alone has the ability to do that. U.S.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth says America is prepared to impose costs on Russia if there is no path to peace. NATO countries say the threat from the Kremlin is expanding following drone incursions and violations of airspace. Stay tuned, we'll be right back with weather.